Today, we are going to talk all about the homes you should avoid and not buy here in the Charleston and Summerville area. So we're going to talk about all the things that we think you should be looking out for when you're purchasing a home, whether it's new construction, pre-owned, or a spec home, right?
Yeah, number one on the list, absolutely. Nothing close to your mother-in-law. You don't want any home. If she's in Summerville, I would say that Mount Pleasant is as close as you want to be. I guess there's
At least a 45-minute to an hour commute in between.
that's not enough for me, but for most people, I would say don't live within an hour and a half to your
Because then they
mother-in-law.
have to call to make sure you're home.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to risk the stop-bys.
Yeah.
All right. Outside of that, now we'll get into the real stuff. What do you think? I'll tell you the one thing that scares me.
Yeah.
I'm scared of crawl spaces.
Crawl spaces, yeah.
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 A lot of homes in this market have crawl spaces that are built back in the 80s, 90s, right?
Yeah, I would say anything that's not new or anything that is new is most likely going to be a slab.
Yeah.
And that is not as scary. And you remember back in the day, people used to be scary about slabs because they were afraid that the plumbing was going to break.
Yeah.
And you'd have to drill up your whole slab and all of that.
Yep.
Now it's almost reverse.
Yeah.
Because of all the moisture here in South Carolina, it's a scary thing for
Yeah.
crawl space.
And we sell a lot of homes with crawl spaces. And we've, so it's not a no, it's just that we want to pay attention to it. I like a lot more a home that is on a crawl space that is encapsulated, that has a dehumidifier in it, that has, some of them need a sump pump in there if it's real wet under there. But all that moisture underneath the homes creates wood rot, and now we've got CO100 issues when we go to buy or sell a house. So it's not a hard no, but we definitely pay attention to them more than we would a house on a slab.
And it causes more issues for termites, right?
Yeah.
Because you have all the wood that's underneath
Exposed.
that on a slab home you don't have all that exposed wood. So we do have termites in this area.
I some of the crawl spaces are small and some of them are big. I had one that I said we had some issues under. The inspector wanted to show me the issues in the house. It was out in Panopolis, I think, and we went there, and the entrance hole to get in was like this big.
Oh no!
Yeah, like no.
Mark and Jeff are not
Mark
going
and
through
Jeff
that hole.
are not. I was impressed with my. I was willing to go in, and there could be creepy crawlies down there too. But I was trying to do my job for the client, but I got there like, nope, that's not going to work.
Have you seen the remote control car cameras?
Oh,
that
I
they
could
have?
drive those under there.
Yeah, they have a camera that kind of goes underneath. So for those really tight areas.
You've actually got so many drone flying skills. You might be able to fly a drone through that hole. And
maybe.
then the problem is we knock the drone down, and one of us got to get our fat rear ends in there to go get it.
Right.
So crawl spaces is one that I really pay attention to.
Yeah, crawl spaces, I would say number 2 on the list just because of all the insurance concerns is roofs, right?
Yeah. We've seen I'll be honest, Florida kind of screwed us here.
Yeah.
The trend started in Florida for roofs costing a lot down there from the hurricanes they had. That Florida, when an insurer insures in Florida and the Carolinas and Georgia and Tennessee and all these states, if they experience losses here, the money gets spread amongst the other states. So home insurance companies here are really starting to pay attention to roofs at 10 years old, and they hate roofs that are 15 years old.
Yeah, and you always hear, hey, that's a 30-year shingle on that roof. There's really no such thing here in South Carolina as a 30-year roof. You're lucky to get 20 years.
Yeah.
We don't have the tile roofs like are down in Florida or anything like that. It's all either architectural, which we like better, than the 3-tab asphalt shingle.
And roofs here could be, $10, $12 to up to $20,000. So we don't love that. And then another piece of that puzzle is solar panels.
Yeah.
We don't love buying or selling houses with solar panels because when the roof needs replaced, there's a cost to removing those. I mean, I heard it was $400 or $500 a panel. So if you have 10 panels on there,
it's $5,000.
Yeah. It's very quickly can get very expensive. So now your $12,000 roof is going to cost you 20 plus because of the solar panels. So we don't love those.
So let's talk a little bit more on solar panels. If somebody just absolutely has to have solar panels, what are the Jeff Gregg rules for having solar panels?
I've got rules. So number one is I don't like debt. So if you can afford to pay for them, that's my first one.
Okay.
There's some high interest rates associated with those. Number two is if you're planning on being in the house for a while, if you're going to be in this house for 3, 4, 5 years, then it does not make sense to me. So if this is more of your forever home, then okay. And then thirdly, most importantly, is a brand new architectural roof. So if you can accomplish those three things, but solar panels here, when I moved here, I had this conversation with Andrea and I talked to solar people and everything. I wanted the solar panels so that if the big hurricane ever came through, we would have power.
Yeah.
But now, to really accomplish that, now you have to also incorporate the battery backups, the Tesla batteries, the other batteries
That's right.
in the garage. And now we're getting really expensive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel like we just lose power so little here in this market. All the utilities are underground that I'm not a big fan of the solar.
Yeah, I've been here 25 years now, and I think I've lost power 3 times since I've lived here.
I've been here for 15 years. I started my little portable generator one time to brew a pot of coffee. And that was it.
And that probably could have waited.
I would have survived without the coffee. Yeah, it is possible. I wasn't willing to find out.
All right, the number 3 thing I feel like to most look out for or most avoid some of these homes, unless you can pay for it, is flood insurance.
Yeah. It's called low country for a reason.
Yeah. So we like homes that are in a X flood zone. X means good. That means you don't have to have flood insurance. We've seen flood insurance all over the map for some of our clients. I've had one as high as $7,000 a year.
Yeah.
Because it was down in Mount Pleasant, right on the water.
Yep.
If any sort of storm is coming, most likely that water's coming up.
Yep.
And even though this was built on stilts,
Yeah.
can still ruin stuff. Right?
Yeah, and believe it or not, there are a few, the vast majority of the homes that we sell in Summerville, Goose Creek, Ladson, Monk's Corner. There are some with flood zones in here, but the vast majority are in this X flood zone that Mark talked about, which is what we want. If you do have a mortgage, you do not have to have flood insurance. There are higher flood zones, even in Cane Bay, in a few areas. So I would say 99% of the homes in Cane Bay are not in a flood zone. They're in an X flood zone.
That's right.
Actually, I say that wrong all the time.
Everything's
Everything here is a flood zone. So we're looking for the X flood zone. So there are a few homes here and there scattered around that will, but we will know that before we ever show you that house.
That's right.
And if it's important to you to not be in that flood zone, because I'd rather not have to have that monthly or yearly insurance on top of everything else that you have to pay when it comes to a house.
Right. Right.
Now, if you want to have flood insurance, it's typically $400, $500, $600 a year. It's not absurd. It's when you have to have flood insurance that we can see the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year, and that's what we're trying. Or most of our clients at least, are trying to avoid.
Trying to avoid that. Yeah. All right. So those are the top 3 that I can think of.
Yeah.
I as far as areas go, there's really not any horrible areas around here. There's areas that I wouldn't want my daughter to live in.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll guide you through that as best we can.
Yeah.
There's only certain things that realtors are allowed to say. Obviously, we put the due diligence on you for contacting the local police department or researching different neighborhoods and crime statistics. So we can't really give you any additional information on that because, number one, we don't really have any additional information.
Yeah, we don't have access to anything that you don't have access to. But what I will tell you is that, again, 99% of the homes that we sell are in Summerville, Ladson, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner, all areas that I would be fine with my daughters living in.
That's right.
So it's really from a personal perspective, not a realtor perspective. I'm very comfortable with my family being here in the Summerville area.
What about homes that are from like the 1900s? Would you be okay with the early 1900s century homes?
I wouldn't because I don't know how to fix a darn thing.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean, I know how to hire a contractor. And this is where it comes on to just personally what we like.
Right.
Like Andrew and I and you and Sharon, we like the big open spaces, not compartmentalized rooms. So I'm personally afraid of those turn of the century homes. but there's some gorgeous ones here in the Charleston market and even here in the Summerville area.
There's so much history here.
Yeah.
And, if that's your kind of thing that you see on HGTV and you want one of those homes and you're a handy type person, we can probably find it for you in a really great area.
I did last year change the guts out of my toilet.
I did that the other day.
Did you really?
I did it in less than 10 minutes.
Did you do it on your own or with the help of YouTube?
No, I did it on my own because I've had to replace mine in every toilet in my house.
Okay.
At least twice so far.
All right. So I did mine. That was and I say that because that's the extent of my, I was going to pull up the linoleum at the time in my bathroom in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And put down tile while Andrea and the girls were away on a trip one time. And so I ripped up, I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. I know what I was thinking. I wanted to do something special for Andrea because she wanted it done, and I couldn't afford to have it done. So I pulled it up, and then I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, this was really a poor choice on my part.
What am I doing?
And I called my best friend Doug, who's a contractor, and I said, hey, I did this, and I need help. And he's, what were you thinking? And he came over, and he did and got it all done by the time Andrea got back.
So clutch.
Oh, that was super nice.
Good to have friends that know what they're doing, because Mark and I clearly do not.
Yeah. All right. What other types of homes would you not move in, or let our clients know that, hey, stay away from these?
I really think those are the ones I really care about. Now the conversation turns into what's important to your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to be in a neighborhood that's got all the amenities, the pools, the gyms, the playgrounds, the dog parks? Do you want to be golf cartable to restaurants and shops and grocery stores? Those are the ones that we covered are really my ones that I really pay attention to.
Yeah.
Everything else is preference.
The only thing I can think of that maybe is on there that we just don't see a lot of is homes with the polybutylene pipes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can't get insurance on
Yeah.
them. Or if we do get insurance, it's really hard and it's really high.
Yep, and there was a very short period of time where polybutylene was used. And so from a listing perspective, when we list a home, we would encourage people to just change out those pipes ahead of time.
Yeah.
Those people, I feel bad for them. They kind of got screwed in the deal.
Yeah.
But that's an uninsurable risk here in this market.
And in saying this, all of this stuff can be rectified.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to buy the house,
Yeah,
we can find a way to overcome these issues.
for sure.
But these are the ones you should pay attention to.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Well, if you want to know more or you want to have more discussion on this, down in the description, click on that link, book a Zoom call with us. We'd love to chat one-on-one about your specific situation. What is the lifestyle that you want to live here in South Carolina? And then, again, we cover the entire state. We've got a team member all over the state. And then also, what's your budget, right?
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to talk about, we can get you a lovely home here in Summerville, and then we can get your mother-in-law a nice home in Florida,
Or
right
Greenville.
up against the hurricanes and the alligator-infested waters. And that's one time where I would shoot for a high-crime area, if we can find something, a high-crime area for your mother-in-law. So we're here to help.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining.
See
Have a
you.
great one.